I mean, it's huge. I mean, the second time around, every game in this league is going to be a battle, and if you can get a win in the GLIAC, that's a successful night. I don't know that we were at our best. I think Davenport did a pretty good job of taking away the flow of the game. I appreciate all the fans that were here, but I mean, that was a tough game to watch with that many whistles and stoppages, and you know what? When you have a young team, in a tough place to play, because I think our gym's a tough place to play right now. Sometimes that's a strategy that can help, and credit to them. I mean, they kept fighting. Definitely could have went away when I think we got it up to 15 in the second half, and they kept fighting and kept coming. And we got to be a little bit sharper and better at executing down the stretch. Just because someone else is trying to maybe muck it up a little bit doesn't mean we have to play that way. We can still be more locked in defensively. I don't think we were as sharp as we've been guarding the ball one-on-one, and those are things we need to clean up by Saturday.
How frustrating is a game like this as far as, dealing with the fouls, the whistles, and not being able to get in any kind of a rhythm in the second half the way that you'd like to?
I mean, that's what we got to learn, though. I mean, there's going to be some of them the second time around. I mean, everybody knows everybody so well that I mean, obviously we want to get out and transition and play some good offensive basketball like we like to play at home, and I think some of the shots go, and when you're in a rhythm, all that stuff comes easier. But if teams are going to get you out of that rhythm, you have to be able to I don't necessarily want to say play above it, but you have to be able to get the game the way you want it to be, not the way they want to play. And it's good when you can win in ways that you're not necessarily trying to play and still come out victorious, but we got to do a better job of still executing our stuff and staying locked in defensively.
Marcus with another 32 points tonight. I know he wasn't perfect free throws, but again, he just finds a way to score points, and you need him to at this time of year.
100%, and obviously his numbers are a little bit inflated on today's performance with all the free throws in the last 8 minutes. He probably shot 14 free throws, or he shot. I don't think he had any in the first half, so he shot 20 in the second half. And yeah, that looks good. But he also had a couple big takes in there. Josh had an assist for a backdoor. He got out in transition on a steal when we actually got enough separation to kind of make it a little bit more comfortable.
Josh hits a couple of threes in the first half that came in sort of moments when you needed a bucket.
Yeah, I mean, they were huge there. Hobbs had a couple in the first half. I think we could be a little bit sharper with the basketball. I thought Nate Abel played a heck of a game, really making Tucker work. Tucker hurt us pretty bad down there the first time, and Nate stepped up to the challenge and really did a heck of a job guarding him tonight.
I think the last time you played him, Dawson was in foul trouble pretty early. How important was he tonight as far as staying focused, staying within the game, so that you were able to have the lineup on the floor you wanted?
100%. We emphasize for it that, you know what, honestly, we'll take them making a couple baskets to have you in the second half. And he needs to continue to keep being smarter. I mean, he got another foul 90 feet away. Those are the things where we really felt like we could have been up more in the first half. If not so much the missing threes, we missed a couple open ones, but we had a couple dumb turnovers that led to points. We had 2 fouls 90 feet away from the basket that just don't need to happen. And those are things we got to be better at. The missed free throws in the first half. I mean, on your home court, when you're locked in and sharp, I mean, we should have been up double digits at halftime, and then maybe it's a little bit different of a game. But I'm glad the guys fought and really happy with the win.
In a game like this, where there are so many stops and starts, there are so many free throws, and you're only in a 5-point game at different points. Is it hard at that point to deal with what to do with Marcus as far as it's a physical game? Do you really want him out there, but at the same time you need him out there? So.
100%. I mean, I would have loved to be able to take him out at the 5 or 6 minute mark and rest him, but then it gets back to 6 and it gets back to 8, and Gabe's fouled out, and Matt Schmeinda's fouled out, some of our backup guards, and I mean, it's just, yeah. I mean, in a perfect world, we would have been able to sit them down with 5 or 6 minutes and keep them out of there. And you're always worried about the foul trouble with them too. And I mean, it's a choppier game to coach and find your matchups and whatnot, but that's all part of it.
Saturday, Grand Valley comes in here. They just lost to Northern tonight. So what's it going to take to keep them from getting a win while they're up here?
It's going to take a really good effort. They had won 4 in a row prior to that. Obviously, they're going to be pretty locked in. I think they're going to try to be really physical. They got some guys that shoot the ball probably a little better than this Davenport team, so we're going to have to be locked in there. And got a couple guards that go to the basket hard. They're going to throw some multiple defenses at us. So, I mean, we need to be sharp, take care of the basketball, and rebound.